Good morning and welcome to our live coverage of Starlink Group 10-10 mission from the Space Coast, that is from the Pad Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. We hope you all are doing fine and excited about the upcoming Starlink launch, which we are having after a brief period of gap in between. Hello, my name is Dipta Maitra, performing the commentary for today's mission launch. Before moving to mission details and the webcast, firstly, on behalf of AstroYonder team, we express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone for being a part of today's launch. We really appreciate you being here. A big thanks to our amazing YouTube community for being here today as we provide detailed coverage of space launches, complete with extensive stats and thorough insights. We are super excited bringing you the live coverage of SpaceX's 100 overall launch and 95th Falcon 9 launch of this year. Now let's move on. It's time for the webcast to begin. We are waiting for a Falcon 9 liftoff at 2:10 a.m. Eastern Time from Slick 40 in Eastern Florida for a northeasterly launch for the SpaceX Starlink mission. The Starlink mission 10-10 will launch 23 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit. Today's Starlink mission marks SpaceX's amazing 391st overall launch, including the Starship launches, with the 365th Falcon 9 launch to date. This will be the 65th dedicated Starlink mission of the year for SpaceX. Prior to today's launch, SpaceX has launched 1,412 Starlink satellites so far, over 64 flights this year, and overall 7,062 Starlink satellites to date.
Falcon 9 tanks are pressing for strong back retract.
We just heard the call out there. We are pressurizing the tanks. We are adding a bit of gas to stiffen up the tanks so that the clamp arms can open with a solid structure holding the Falcon 9. Upon opening the arms, we will start reclining the strong back about 1.5 degrees away from the Falcon 9. T minus 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Strong back retract has started.
Just heard the call out. Strong back retract process has been started. We can see the clamp arms around the stage 2 are now opening up. The clamp arms opening up here underneath the payload fairing, the transporter erector, then reclining 1.5 degrees away from the Falcon 9. Now we are less than 4 minutes away from the liftoff. While watching the live view of Falcon 9, a couple of important steps were completed. The spacecraft team switched to internal power a few minutes ago, and fueling of the Falcon 9 first stage is finished, meaning all the RP-1 prop is now on board. We are still loading the liquid oxygen on both the first and second stages. We are currently chilling in the Merlin engines back from T minus 7 minutes.
Stage 1 LOX load is complete.
We got the call out right on time. Liquid oxygen loading of the first stage is complete. We are now waiting for the second stage that will finish up at just inside the T-2 minutes mark. Now currently we are inside 2.5. We are getting inside 2.5 minutes and the range continues to be green. The weather of course has cooperated. Again, if for some reason we do not launch today, we do have a backup opportunity tomorrow. Now we will be listening in a couple of seconds for the LOX load closeout on the second stage.
Stage 2 LOX load is complete.
And to call out our countdown, stage 2 LOX load is complete. All propellants are now on board the Falcon 9 with 1 million pounds of propellant. We are now beginning to vent down the pressure that was in the tubing on the strong back. That's why we can see those clouds coming out there. Call out for ground gas closeout. That's where we bleed the pressure of that cold gas when it reacts with the moist humid air, which gives you that nice white cloud, an indicator of launch coming up. Next event T-1 minute, we should hear the call out that Falcon 9 flight computers are in startup and controlling the rocket for the remainder of the countdown.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Absolutely right on time. Falcon 9 flight computers on stage 1 and stage 2 are running the rocket through the last minute of count. Now let's listen to the
LD, go for launch.
And there is the go for the launch from SpaceX launch director. We are coming up to T-30 seconds. All systems continues to remain go for the launch of Falcon 9
30 seconds.
and Starlink.
T-15. T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ignition, and liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange. M1D, chamber pressures are nominal.
We have a successful liftoff. Falcon 9 has cleared the tower. T+29 seconds into the flight. Falcon 9 on its way with 23 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Good callouts there. Power, telemetry are nominal. We are into the throttle bucket, throttling down the 9 Merlin engines.
Supersonic.
We have exceeded Mach 1 on the Falcon 9. Right now Falcon 9 is faster than the speed of sound as we have gone supersonic. We are waiting for the max Q right now. A period of maximum dynamic stress.
Max Q.
Max Q call out there. We are through the period of maximum stress on the vehicle.
Back engine chill has started.
We have throttled the Merlin engines back up to full power. We got a call out. We have started to chill down the MVAC engine on the second stage prior to its ignition just after stage separation. Coming up, 3 events in rapid succession. The shutdown of main engine on first stage, that is main engine cutoff, known as MECO, followed by stage separation and ignition of the second stage MVAC engine.
Is following a nominal nominal trajectory.
for the first time. And that MVAC ignition is known as SES-1, which is for the first time in today's flight, which will boost the payload into low Earth orbit. Now let's hear the callouts.
MECO,
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC startup.
We just got the callouts for all back-to-back milestones. MECO, stage separation and MVAC ignition. Now on the left side of your screen, you can see the stage nitrogen thrusters beginning to reorient the first stage, and the flight computers have commanded the four
Separation confirmed.
hypersonic titanium grid fins to slowly deploy. We got the call out that the fairing has successfully separated. We are looking right now a view of the first stage, although it's getting a little
Both
dark.
vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
The first stage continues under the force of gravity and steering with the help of grid fins. It will continue to rise towards the apogee before descending back towards the landing on a drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas, stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. Second stage, meanwhile, in middle of its 6-minute burn, is on its way into the parking orbit with the 23 Starlink satellites payload on board. We did got the call out for good performance and trajectory for both the first and second stages. Up until now, the launch has been excellent and smooth. The first stage has completed its tasks and is en route back.
Both vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
The second stage is operating at maximum capacity right now, and we are getting the views from the second stage. Currently, we are preparing for the first stage to make its return to the drone ship landing site. During this part of the flight, Stage 1 relies solely on its grid fins for steering as it re-enters to Earth. These grid fins orient the Falcon 9 during re-entry and guide the rocket through its descent. Right now, we are viewing the second stage. Also, we are getting a onboard view of the first stage on the left side of your screen. If you will be carefully noticing on the left side of your screen, you can occasionally see that there are nitrogen gas bursts from the first stage for the altitude control. These are basically used to position the vehicle as it heads back toward the drone ship. Right now, we are waiting for the Stage 1 entry burn to start.
Stage 1 FTS has safed.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there is confirmation. We have just lit 3 of the Merlin 1D engines of the first stage. You can see we are now rapidly slowing down the vehicle as it enters the Earth's atmosphere.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And there we go. There's a confirmation of the shutdown of the entry burn on the first stage. Just before the entry burn call out came upon, we got
both vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
We got the call out for the Stage 1 FTS being saved, meaning the re-entry burn of Stage 1 has been accomplished. Good callouts. Both vehicles are following the nominal trajectories. Right now we are waiting for the call out of,
Stage 1 transonic.
and here we go. We just heard the call out that stage 1 is now traveling slower than the speed of sound as it heads towards landing. Speaking of landing, we are just about less than 60 seconds away from that. We're waiting for a call out for stage 1 landing burn right now.
Stage 1 landing burn.
There we go. Great views on the landing burn with the center
Stage 2 is
E9
under terminal guidance.
engine now lit. We are slowing down the vehicle very rapidly. Should be seeing those landing legs deploy any seconds now.
Stage 1 landing leg deployed.
Stage 1 landing legs deployed.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And there you have it. We have successfully made the landing of an orbital class Falcon 9 rocket. Coming up next, we will have the second stage engine cutoff, that is SECO 1. And following that event, we will enter into 46 minutes of coast phase as the vehicle ascends
Stage 2 shutdown.
to its target orbit. There we go. We got the SECO 1 call out there. So these were the callouts we were waiting for. Second stage engine cutoff. We didn't got the call out for the confirmation of a good nominal orbit, but hopefully it did happen. With that, we will wrap up our coverage for now. Be sure to check out our social media for confirmation of upcoming launches and latest news in the space industry. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We want to thank all of you joining us with today's launch, and we hope you all will enjoy a great week ahead. Thanks for watching. This is AstroYonder Live and me, Dipta, signing off for now, and we will see you next time.